With all of the new info that was recently revealed for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild mainly focusing on the game's gameplay, we are left not knowing too much about the game's story, leaving us to speculate on it all, which is actually something I love doing. And as shown in Breath of the Wild, there is a new type of enemy that raises a lot of questions. These enemies are known as the Guardians. The Guardians seem to play a huge role in the game's story from what's been shown, with Nintendo even creating an amiibo after them. So to jump straight into this one, here is my theory on who and what the Guardians are in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. To start off, what do we know about the Guardians? Well, as obvious as this may seem, the Guardians are ancient machines that resemble an octopus, with their design said to be based on the Octoroks and how they were portrayed in the original Legend of Zelda, being giant squid-like creatures, but with more of a sci-fi technology look, which seems to be the general theme of Breath of the Wild. From our very first look at one, during Nintendo's 2014 E3 trailer that first revealed the game, a giant guardian was shown chasing Link, destroying everything in its path. At the end of the trailer, when Link was left with no other option besides to face it head-on, he pulls out an arrow that lights up, looking very similar to the type of magic or technology the Guardian shares. This left tons of fans, including myself, to theorize on how the game might take place during the prosperity of Lanayru Mines, with it having very similar technology to what was shown in the trailer. But that would mean Breath of the Wild would take place before Skyward Sword. And that theory has been debunked with everything that has been shown at E3 2016. But what was also shown is that clearly, that isn't the only source of that kind of technology. When Link is first awoken from the Shrine of Resurrection, he obtains the Sheikah Slate. The slate having a very futuristic look, similar to the Guardians. With the Sheikah Slate, Link can activate Sheikah towers that are found throughout Hyrule, summoning giant towers that rise from the ground, glowing bright blue, looking very futuristic as well. The slate also grants Link access to the Shrines of Trials, which are trials Link must overcome created by the Sheikah monks. These trials also carrying the futuristic theme from the inside and out. Now, if it isn't obvious on where I'm trying to get at, all of these futuristic looking things mentioned have been created by the Sheikah. Which leaves us with one question. Are they also behind creating the Guardians? Now, this question may seem far-fetched at first, but there are more than just the visual similarities. As shown in the Shrine of Trials, there are miniature versions of the Guardians that attack Link, and as mentioned earlier, these shrines are created by the Sheikah monks, which would also mean that they created the mini Guardians that are found within their trials. But aren't the Sheikah good guys? Why would they create so many powerful enemies that spread nothing but mass destruction? Well, the mini ones shown in the trials are meant to test Link's might, putting him through traps and obstacles to prove that he is worthy to possess the power of the true hero. So it would make sense to create such a deadly enemy to overcome as a part of the trial. But as for the giant ones located outside of their trials and littered throughout all of Hyrule, well, they might have served a different purpose than what we know them for. As mentioned by the old man Link meets when he first leaves the Shrine of Resurrection, 100 years prior, the great evil known as Calamity Ganon wreaked havoc all over Hyrule, unable to be defeated, resulting in sealing it away within Hyrule Castle. Now, before coming to the conclusion to seal away Calamity Ganon, and awaiting for the hero to awaken and defeat it once and for all, the Sheikah must have tried to do whatever in their power to stop it. And my theory here is, the Sheikah created the Guardians to stop Calamity Ganon. That would make sense in why they are named Guardians. They were the Guardians of Hyrule, but failed to protect it, thus sealing Calamity Ganon away in Hyrule Castle, making the Guardians not needed, resulting in the Guardians deactivating and rusting throughout all of Hyrule, and now are reactivating and attacking whatever they see. This could be a defect on how the Sheikahs created them. Or with Calamity Ganon growing stronger, it might have turned the Guardians evil with its power, using them to its advantage. I can see their sudden turn being the result of both ways. Regardless, the point of my theory is that the Sheikah might have created the Guardians to protect Hyrule, and now after all of these years they turned evil, and suddenly becoming reactivated. So it is up to Link to destroy them and become the true Guardian of Hyrule. But that is just my theory. Let me know what you guys think of it, and what your theories are. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next one.